Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the trending contracts. And today's contract, Dartmoor on Crack, set in Dartmoor. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Plymouth's finest. So moving on to our briefing, and there isn't one, so we'll just say that our targets today have been rather naughty and they need to be punished. And speaking of targets, today we have 5 of them, with no stipulations on how we dispatch them or what we wear whilst we do so, so we have a free map. And for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the mansion staff. We're going to have an ICA micro remote explosive stored up in the library, and we'll be bringing with us a lethal syringe, our ever trusty lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to retrieve our explosive from the shelf here, and then we're going to make our way downstairs, and we want to trigger Patrick Carlisle into engaging us in conversation. Now this will be somewhat tricky as the butler is due in the room at the same time, and the butler will be an enforcer. In fact, he's already here, so we're going to have to wait him out until he moves on. We need to get Patrick to engage us in conversation, which he is doing, which is perfect for us. That means that we can now run off and do a little bit of setup work before returning to Patrick, and you'll see why in a moment. So our first stop will be Mr. Fernsby's office, where we will be able to secure ourselves a vial of lethal poison. So we're just going to lockpick our way into the office, and on the windowsill to our right we will find the poison we require. And then we're going to make our way from there to the kitchens, and in the kitchen we will find, along with 2 workers and a whole lot of food, some propane cylinders. Now we're going to grab the one at the back of the room, so that the one at the front of the room is easier to access a little bit later on. So we're going to take our propane cylinder into the living room, and we're going to throw it at the feet of Edward Carlisle here. About there will do. We're then going to take the poison we've collected and add it to the hors d'oeuvres on the dining table just in the corner of the room, and that will take care of the private investigator later on. So now we can return to Patrick Carlisle. We're going to select our lethal syringe, and because we've had him engage us in conversation, we can now approach the maid and ask her to leave.
Could you please leave us?
So once the maid is out of earshot and Patrick Carlisle has had his "I'm bigger than you" moment, we can then follow him over to the pool table, which is where he should be going next. And we have to be rather quick and sneaky about this. As you can see, we are almost spotted by someone up on the balcony, so timing is a little bit crucial for that one. So Patrick Carlisle taken care of, we're going to make our way up the library stairs and over to the balcony over the living room, and in here we can take on our next target, who is actually in the corpse's bedroom or on the balcony. So we're going to head out of the window. We're going to take the window in the corridor, not in the room above the balcony area. There is one there, but we'll take this one as it's quicker. and we can then scoot along the ledge to our left, hop up onto the balcony, and we can then give our target here a gentle nudge. So we're just going to crouch down so that no one sees us, as his body will be discovered almost immediately. We're going to use the secret passage in the corpse's bedroom to make our way back into the more public areas of the map, and we will now make our way into the balcony area above the dining room, and we will take care of the last of the Carlisle siblings on our list today. And while we're here, hopefully the private investigator will turn up and deal with himself as well. So I think we'll wait for the private investigator to arrive, as he's not too far away. So we're going to wait until the private investigator samples his poisoned hors d'oeuvres, which he is just doing now. And while everybody is reacting to that, we're going to pull out our silenced pistol and we're going to blow up the propane cylinder next to Edward Carlisle. So that's 2 down in quick succession, and we're going to move on now to our next target, and they are located not this way. Let's just let's go here. We'll just wait out some of the panic, shall we? There's a lot of enforcers around. They're running around all over the place. I think we have a pathway clear to head back down the stairs now. So note to self, don't panic and run straight for your next objective when you've just caused a massive explosion. You should know this by now. So our next target is currently just heading out of the door behind us. We're gonna make our way into the kitchen and collect up the other propane cylinder. We're then going to drop the propane cylinder by the rear wheel of the green van and place our micro explosive on the rear of the green van somewhere. Our target has now just took up his position on the other side of the van, and we can detonate our explosives, and they will in turn blow up the van, which will in turn eliminate our target. So all that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape, and the only available exit to us will be the bridge exit, and we are just by that, so it's a short walk away. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.